Hi everyone, if you are watching this video, it means that you have found my YouTube channel and I am very excited about it. I have two other platforms as well. I have my blog on Facebook and I have an Instagram. The Facebook is more to give you like a daily inside kind of detail on what goes on, and Instagram is more towards my journey towards weight loss and just being a healthier version of myself. And my hope and my goal for this platform is that it'll give a more in-depth look at living life with the rare disorder and just be another avenue to provide awareness and share my story and just hopefully be some hope to somebody out there. I don't know what will happen. But with that being said, so I am advocating for a rare disorder called Prader Willi syndrome. However, I want to make this clear. My geneticist diagnosed me about 3 years ago with a Prader Willi-like syndrome. So you will hear me go back and forth, but when I talk about myself, I'm talking about a Prader Willi-like syndrome. So, with that being said, I am followed at UC Irvine, and once a year I go to the clinic, and the clinic has my geneticist, my endocrinologist. I usually see a nutritionist, and I feel like I'm missing one or two people. Nevertheless, so there's clinics once a year, and then I see my geneticist at the clinic, and that's kind of our main appointment. Typically, I see her just that day, but if things are kind of being a bit rocky, then she'll kind of reel me in and I'll see her twice a year. So I saw her at the PWS clinic on July 29th, and it wasn't a horrible appointment, but it wasn't like the greatest appointment ever either. There's a lot that I need to work on and just make it a point to, I don't know. It was an okay appointment, but we discussed a lot, and there's a lot that I've kind of had transpiring? I don't know, I'm sorry. The past month or so, along with living with my disorder. Side note, a vast majority of individuals who have a rare disorder or Prader Willi syndrome run a very high risk for having at some point ending up getting a mental health disorder. So I'll just say that. So with kind of that complexity and then the appointment, I've been kind of hiding out, if you will, but I'm here today to kind of just talk about it. So when I saw my geneticist, she had mentioned testing, and some of that testing is getting an echo done, I'm gonna not say this word correctly, I'm gonna try, a DEXA scan done. She would like an obesity panel completed along with the UPD-14. I'm not sure if that's part of it. It might be. My endocrinologist wants further blood work because depending on how my body's doing, we're a bit unsure, but we think we might need to intervene. There's a very good possibility that I will end up being put on progesterone to help my body kind of figure things out, if you will. Also, since seeing my geneticist about 3 years ago, she's never felt like I fit all the qualifications for Prader Willi syndrome. There's majority of the boxes I fit into, but not all of them, which leads her to saying I have a PWS-like syndrome. Within that, there is another very rare disorder called temple syndrome, and she wanted testing for temple syndrome 2 years ago now. It just never happened. So we're going to, I think by the end of the year or beginning of next year, move forward with the Temple syndrome testing. And I'm going to be candid here for a second. I adore my doctors. I really do. I'm very lucky to have the specialist and the endocrinologist that I do. And I have a great team of doctors. But if we can just, have a heart to heart for a second, I personally feel like having a rare disorder and all that comes with it is not something a 20-year-old should have to deal with. And I'm not saying that I can't deal with it. Like, I have days where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to conquer this, I got this. And then I have times where I'm like, I'm exhausted. Just do your thing and leave me alone. And I will say, like, I know that we're fighting for my health, and I know that we're fighting to get answers, and of course I want answers. I just don't know if it's going to change anything, if you will. So I don't know. I'm very hesitant, and I just feel like right now it's all just a lot. The next few weeks I have several doctor's appointments and, working on the testing, and I now see a nutritionist, and there's some other appointments I have coming up. And I don't know, like, I would like to say that it doesn't faze me, but sometimes it does. I'm getting off track here, but basically, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Please feel free to share or ask questions or reach out anyway. Just know that it might take me some time to get back to you, but my biggest hope is that this page is just another way to spread awareness and spread hope. And my catchphrase, if you will, is no matter what comes, it's a life worth. It's a life well loved and a life worth fighting for. And I hope that that's something you take away from this video. Thank you so much, guys.